Hi everyone, welcome to a Proverbs Home. Today we are going to be talking about 5 investments that are free that you can use for homemaking, you and your husband or your children or your family, and that'll save you money and you'll be able to put a little bit of money aside. And this has helped us and I think is very important. And these are things you can do and it will cost you nothing or very, very minimal. And it'll just be really great for your home. I first want to say hi to everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. To all my new subscribers and also to all my friends. Get to know one another. Everybody on here is such a wonderful encouragement. First one, I'm going to be talking about something my husband and I did. We did this back in 2016. And I am so happy that we did. We have not looked back since. And it has been one of the best investments we made for our home, and it cost us $0. And that was cutting off those unnecessary apps, the unnecessary cable, things that you don't need, that is costing you every month, and you just have it because everyone else has it. You know that cable can be very expensive, and we were paying for dial-up because we had a landline, and we were also paying for cable. So our cable bill was $130 every single month, and that was adding up. Sometimes people just want to have those things in their home that are expensive and they really don't need it. We felt that it was very wise for us to shut off the cable. It was the best investment. We have not looked back. We will never turn cable back on. Now we have like Pureflix and we have YouTube where you can rent movies from. Pureflix is a family investment. It is a program kind of like Netflix, but it's all family oriented movies and cartoons that are all family friendly. So if you're into that, I think you will really like Pureflix. We've had that for many years and we've only paid $10 a month, and it's a very, very good investment for our home. But as far as shutting off the cable, it was free, $0 to shut it off. And I am so happy that we shut off cable. So do you have those extra phones? Do you have those extra apps that are on your phone that you're paying for every month? Games, like editing programs. There are a lot of editing programs that you can use for free. A lot of editing programs you can use for free. But the games and all that stuff that you're paying for can get very expensive. That $5 a week you're paying or a month or whatever, you can put that in a cookie jar and you can have money to buy gifts for Christmas or money to go, to buy groceries in your home or for your family. So I would say definitely shut off those things you no longer need. Find a cheaper plan for your phone. You don't need, sometimes we think we need all these gadgets on our phone. We need the latest phone. We need this. We need the i16. I don't know what an i16 is. I'm making that up. But we need this and that and all this stuff that we don't need. And when we come to know, we're doing what everybody else is doing and we're in debt. And then you get into those contracts you can't get out of. And that's like rent to buy, rent to own. When I see people that buy, hi, Elijah. Elijah's here listening. Let me see if I can pull the camera down a little bit. There he goes. I've seen people that would get the rent-to-own furniture and then they're in debt because they can't pay for it. And they have to pay their rent-to-own. And if they're back one payment, they come and pick up the furniture. If you don't have good couches, that's okay. Take a blanket, throw it over the couch. Throw it over the couch. Buy some material and fix your couch yourself. Take a quilt, something you have, a comforter, throw it over your couch and make your couch look really nice. Don't worry about going out and buying brand new furniture and putting yourself in debt because you want to have. Now, there's nothing wrong with having something nice. I'm not trying to say that either. If you've saved your money, but I'm talking about people that are trying to be frugal and you're trying to save and you don't want to get into debt. Use what you have already. Don't go get into rent to own. That can be a tricky thing and it can put you into debt really quick. I bought some furniture rent to own. It was pretty, but I was paying every single other week. I had to pay for that furniture. Some places you have to pay every week. And if I would have known what I've known the last 11 years, I would have never done that, ever. I would have just left it, set on some cushions, and then went and got my couches later on when I could afford it. Shut off those things you don't need. Go on ahead and look what you have on your phone. Be careful with those apps you have on your phone, what apps you press, and just be careful with that, because that's a great way to invest in your home, is to be frugal. Just think about it. When we were growing up, a lot of you that are my age, that are in your 50s or 60s or 70s or even your 40s, back then we didn't have any of that. Our parents didn't have a bunch of apps. They had their phone line. That's all they needed. Another great investment is making it yourself. Now, my husband and I, we love the Adirondack furniture. And we've been to the Adirondack stores, but the furniture, it is insanely expensive. And we cannot afford it, nor will we put money out like that to buy Adirondack furniture. So what my husband did, he built our living room and tables and our coffee table and our entertainment center. He had wood that he got from some old trees, and my husband built it all himself, making it ourselves. Now, I'm not saying everybody's a furniture builder and everybody's going to go out to build furniture. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying try to make it yourself. If it's a DIY that you want to make, that you saw at Hobby Lobby and you're thinking, wow, if I buy that, it's going to cost me $25. But if you really look at it and you just take a picture of it and take it home and make it yourself, trying to make things ourselves using what we already have in our garage. The majority of our garages are probably packed full, and we can go through those boxes and those tubs and those things we have and get things out and revamp them and reuse them. Okay, so making it yourself. If you need pillows, stuff like that, and you have some old t-shirts, you have an old dress that you can cut up, an old blanket, and make yourself a nice pillow. Or if not, look for different people that can make it for you, that are good friends of yours, that can help you with the project. Facebook Marketplace, you can go on there and you can find things for free for your home that people they're decluttering and they want to get rid of it. They don't want to charge anything. They want it off their hands. It's like in our area, we have people that are putting stuff out on the road all the time. And see what you can take home and revamp. You can paint it with some old paint you have at home, refresh it up, and do it for free. Another thing that is free, that will keep your homemaking in order, put you on a good budget, and believe it or not, you will save money, keeping our home clean, knowing what we have put away, getting rid of the clutter slowly, getting it out of your house. You know, I'm not saying give everything away. Sometimes people get into the mindset, oh, we got to give everything away. And then when you come to know those things that you probably could use, you don't have it because you gave it away. And I would say like cookbooks. Those cookbooks that you have, those old-fashioned cookbooks, keep them. Because there's a lot of great recipes that you can use. And people can say, yes, get on the internet. Well, the internet should not be out go-to all the time. Sometimes we need to be self-taught, which is very inexpensive and it's free. It's being self-taught, looking at those cookbooks, having those pages, marking them down, what recipes worked for your family, keeping your home clean, taking out those old cups and that you have in your cupboard, and not having to go out and buy anything. And when you step back, you look and you say, wow, my home is nice. I don't want to go out and buy anything, because you have a home that's put together and neat, and that is a free investment and is inexpensive. Another one is utilizing your neighborhood pantry. That is free, a free investment for your home. Now, if you don't have to use it and you're fine, that is great. But maybe you know someone that is struggling financially, that needs some food. You know that extra food from the pantry is going to help them. So investing in the pantry, going to your neighborhood pantry, if you're struggling, if you're trying to get on your feet and you're trying to save money, go on ahead. Why do we think that everything has to be new? The majority of us, we have to work hard. We have to save money. We have to be on a budget. You go to Walmart for the day after Christmas or whatever, which we don't do that. We don't do Black Friday whatsoever. But if you go out to those places, people are using their paycheck and their the money to buy flat screen TVs, and that all may be great. But where are you going to be 5 months down the road? Where are you going to be when you're struggling and you're having a hard time, but your flat screen TV is in front of you and it can't give you any investment in your home, or that cable that you're paying for when you could take that $100 and something and you can use that to put it toward groceries. We have to use wisdom. Now, wisdom is the best investment. It's very free. If you're comfortable, you have food in your refrigerator, you have blankets to keep you warm at night, that is what's important in our life. It is not having everything new, everything expensive. It's not. I don't even want it. If I had all the money in the world, I still would say I want to live the way I do because I have joy. And that's what's important, to have a plate of peas and mashed potatoes and chicken and have laughter at your table, than to have the fatty calf and be miserable with strife. There is nothing wrong with being rich. So don't get me wrong. I am not saying that God has used the rich to be able to bless the poor. Okay, there are people that have money and God actually uses them to help others that may be struggling. But what I'm trying to say, don't knock your life. Caught up in some of the homemaking videos and homesteading. They have these big machineries. They're ordering bulks of food. And we get caught up in that and say, well, I don't have all of that. Well, you don't need all of that. You need what God says you need. He said he will provide our food. He will provide our clothing. He will provide what we have need of. And some things we really don't need. But what we do need to say is hi to Elijah. Elijah, you want to say hi? Let's see. You want to say hi to our friends? You want to say hi? He was being a little naughty today. He was. He nipped me right here earlier. He wanted my attention and I was busy doing something. And he's like, I'm going to get your attention. So he nipped me. So I said, no, you don't do that. So he's been a little he's adorable. He's my little kitty. That's another great investment, our kitties, our cats, our animals that God's given us. You know, they're important too. So anyway, God bless everyone. And I'll talk to everyone in the next video. This was very important for me to make this video, to share that with everyone. Having those investments that won't cost you anything, that will help you get on a budget, will help you be frugal and save your money and provide for your family and lead you to a Proverbs home. God bless you, everyone. And I'll talk to you all in the next video.